They're saying in society there's more growth in the area of biology and biology-related fields than any other area of academia. I am Dr. Heather Wilson-Ashworth, and I am a biology professor at Utah Valley University. I grew up in a home where my parents declared bankruptcy. My dad never went to college. My mom started college, never finished. And I wanted a life different than the way I grew up. College gives you that opportunity to make something of yourself that is very different than the environment that you grew up in. I was the first one to go to college, the first one to get a bachelor's degree, and the first one to go to graduate school and get a PhD. Biology is a huge area of study. It literally starts at the size of what's called molecular cell biology, which is the molecules, the proteins, the DNA, and how they're all working inside a cell in a particular organism. But then that can extend clear to an ecosystem. So like the ocean and the weather and the animals in that environment. And so it's a huge field. The thing that I love about being a professor is that for me, going to work isn't like, oh, I've got to go to work. It's, oh, I get to go do something that I love. For me, the biggest thing that I try and do is I try and create community in the classroom. I know that I've had students come into the classroom, sit there, talk to nobody, and leave. And the problem with that is that there's no foundation, there's no network for them to adhere to say, hey, I believe in you, you can do this. I spend a lot of time talking to them, even not about biology things. One thing that I will ask them frequently is, what's your long-term goal? And they will say a degree that they absolutely could do, but is not going to help them reach their potential that I can see in them. So I'll say, so have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about going to medical school? Have you ever thought about going to some graduate school? And they look at me with this face like, you really think I could do this? And I'm like, yes, you can do it. I see the students that get in, and I know you can do it because I've seen the work that you do. And that to me is the payday, right? Because I've literally had so many conversations with students like this that their lives are on a completely different path now than when they walked into UVU. And that to me is better than the paycheck.